park. We just noticed there's a 2-hour limit, but I don't think they enforce it. It is there, Globus, and it is going to be massive. Let's have a look. Look at this door you go in. Oh my word, that is huge. And it's got some shops up this side as well, like a little bit of a mall. Sort of like a little bit of a mall you walk through. Bank, and then chemist, and then and then it runs to the cafe in the middle. We just had a strong coffee, more bank machines here. We might need to get some local currency actually. I don't really want to pay $10 to get it though. See if we can get away without having to get it at all. I don't know, there's one corner there, and the other corner is, we can't even see the other corner. It's that far down there. That's like the other end of it. It's actually the biggest shopping centre I've ever been in. And the meat section now, that's what we're after, meat. The meat goes all the way along the back, and then the bakery's over in that corner. This place is massive, check it out. Huge. The size of this bakery goes right along here. And it goes, you got your packaged bread all around there. Look, more bread here in the middle, and then it goes like for another 2 rows and all over there as well, and then all the way down that wall here is bread. This definitely is a supermarket, I tell you. Look at it, it goes like 4 rows down. They've even got five aisles of fridge stuff like yogurts and milk and everything. It's insane. Prepared meals as well. These are about $8 to $10. Right through all different country type deals as well. And then even into this cabinet you got some salads, fresh meat. Crazy. Look at the checkouts. How many checkouts they got. That's insane. This is their coffee selection. Check this out. All the way, it's a whole row for coffee. Look at that. Whole row just for coffee. And even some coming over here. There's chocolates as well. Get into the hot chocolates there, and then all into the teas all the way down there. There might even be another aisle next door. We just worked out clothing here though is very expensive. These are like $50 for shorts. So yeah, it's not cheap for clothes. Alright, Kirsten's ready for checkout. Let's get out of the women's section and head back to the car. Busy and busier. Avoiding tolls because we need to get a banana. Pretty big mall. It goes over this road right around here. There's parking buildings across the roads. It starts here, goes right around, goes over there, and I think it might go underground as well. But we've got to get to the other side. Alright, we just got our tickets, and this is the station. Oh, pretty freaky. It feels weird. It's actually alright though. It's got some good tiles. A bit of a damp smell. E2, nice breeze coming through. A real good breeze coming. That's a train coming there.
It must be that one, E2.
Right, we're going down to get Metro A now. Just got off Metro C. Get Metro A, that gets us a bit closer to the old town. So, pretty freaky little lifts down. Long ones. Alright, here's the A train. But it's actually red. And on the sign says the A is green and the C is red. So I don't know. Let's have a look up here. It's supposed to be Old Town apparently, this station. And definitely looks old so far. Yeah. It's a little bit sketchy around Prague. I read somewhere to park that was good. We went there and it was like the slums, the ghetto. I wasn't going to park there. There was graffiti everywhere. Old apartment blocks, like council blocks everywhere. And we got weird looks when we went to park somewhere, like, what are you doing here with a camper? restaurant in under there, under the bridge. Serves you on the other side, there's table and chairs. This here is actually a boat restaurant. Look at that, how cool is that? It's massive too, look how long it is. That's looking back up into Old Town. But this is the old Charles Bridge we're going up to have a look at up here. Right, this is the old bridge. And it's pretty chocker for a Thursday. There's a lot of people selling portraits. That's the tower. At the end. Now, get through the hordes. Check out what's on the other side. Well, this has been a seriously long bridge. Statues all the way across. There must be at least 100. And one of them, they all rub it. A gold dog and a woman. And they must rub it. And that's the Jesus coming off the cross. And this is the end of the bridge here. It's another big walkway you go under, like not quite like the other side. It's like a double tower, not as tall. And an arch in between it, like a fort. And then behind that you can see more older buildings. So have a walk over this side of the town for a wee bit. Right, I've come up a long way. We've been walking for a few blocks now. And I think we're almost getting up near the top now. There's some more stairs here. I think that big giant fort is just up through these buildings. So whew, it's definitely getting a bit of a workout today, that's for sure. We're trying to get to this building. Looks like we're going to have to walk right around this building. I've been walking for a while now to get to this. She's a long way from where we got out of the train, that's for sure, but we will make it. We will get there. But this place down here is pretty grand. Not sure what this building is, but I think we can actually, you can walk through this building. Alright, so we can walk through the building. We'll pop out, and hopefully we will be looking at that building there, because that looks like it's very old. Around the back of that church now, look at the history here. Look how that thing there, I'm not sure what this little thing here is built in the middle. Whether that was part of the old thing and they've built new around it, I'm not sure. And you got this here, they're trying to restore all this building here, and you come around to that, and then look again. What is this? What is this? Why would that be there? Like seriously, why do you need to do that? Anyways, we'll keep looking around here. It's pretty good though. This place is pretty awesome. It's pretty cool, like just the way it's all built. Reminds me a little bit of Angkor Wat, but with like more of a fine build, like using, like it's all tall and skinny. Angkor Wat's like, it's tall but it's really fat and wide and goes for a long way. Because this is all built on a small footprint. But just the way it's all built reminds me of that. But look at those cool gargoyles and everything up there. It's amazing. Like it's just as good as the ones in Rome. For sure. Maybe not quite as big, but it's just as impressive, I reckon.
So the battery.
Almost as impressive as my darling Kirsten. Alright, we've just come out of the subway into this mall. So this is the Westfield of Czech Republic. Well, this is where we've parked anyway. I don't know, there could be another Westfield here. It's got a big glass lift, escalators. Looks pretty big. We'll have a look around before we head off on the road to Slovakia. Some pretty cool designs though in here. I like these waves, and they've got the boxes above this shop. So a bit more style than the German ones already, I think, to be honest with you. So yeah, the architecture seems a lot better than the German ones as well. It's pretty big. The Aldi's down the back too, I think.
The Bitcoin machine, so
and we've got a Bitcoin machine. Look at that. I must say the toilets in here are pretty good in this mall. Czech Republic's got all like the flash ones in Singapore. Good tiles. I must say this mall's pretty good for being in the Czech Republic. I haven't seen it all yet. It goes down there. Sephora, there's plenty of good shops, and it runs down along here. There's Kirsten. Got signs here telling you where everything is, which is pretty good. Goes in a bit of a circle. Looks like it's got 2 levels here. Alright, so this bit here has got some extra stories. This one goes up a 3rd story. I think there's a food court up there. So we're going up there and see if we can get something to eat. Kirsten's already making her way to the lift. There she goes. And of course you've got the McDonald's. We might just see what things are worth there, because there was deer where it was in the middle of town. So a lot of food here. It says the cinemas, Bombay Express, KFC, goes down over there as well. So quite a bit here. I might get some Italian from that place. This is the view. You can sit here and have a look at the view out there. I think that area way over there is where we were going to park, and it was sketchy as all hell. So come here. I don't know what that is over there. It looks like office buildings for young people. What it looks like, business district, right? So, and that's the parking building. We're just over behind that we park. And over there is another Westfield building just through there. Kirsten's going to get Thai. Better work out what I'm getting.